Shifty Key Podcast. I'm Luís, aka Spartanslav, and today we have
TJ 1023.
The Druid. Yeah.
Did you want to give that another go?
Yep, Druid.
Okay.
I'm TDBTyler. Sorry, I just didn't know who was going to go next.
Got a Mexican standoff.
And last but not least,
Sonny 88B.
he wanted to be last. I had to set him up.
we totally nailed that intro. Wow, we're so amazing.
Yeah.
Very professional.
fucking suck it.
I can tell it's going to be a good podcast today.
Sausage Fest. Yeah. I mean, what?
Man cave.
It's not gay if it's a 5-way.
It's not gay if it's in a 5-way.
It's not gay if it's on the moon.
I've been there. I can speak to the truth of that.
So, TJ, how was your time on the moon?
I killed a bunch of things. I died a lot.
Did you moon someone?
Yeah.
Did you bang
It was a
someone
wizard.
on the moon?
It was a wizard. The wizard met a wizard on the moon, and he shot a lot of stuff at me. He didn't like me.
He shot a lot of stuff at you on the moon. Bow chicka bow wow.
Okay,
Honk,
this is the most euphemistic weird thing ever. I know what you guys are trying to do, and I'm trying to be my nerdy self. I'm talking about Destiny. I was on the moon in Destiny.
I was talking about yeah, sure, Destiny. Sure. I played Destiny today at my friend's Xbox. 10 out of 10 would play again.
Yeah, that game can be really addicting.
It's the best game I've ever heard of. Because I haven't played it yet.
And I'm sorry.
Go
I got
ahead.
to create a character, and it looked exactly like me. Well, almost exactly. But I was so happy with that.
So basically, you made the Wolverine.
Not really. I changed my hairstyle. It's been a while already, TJ.
Well, how would I know that? We never do Google Hangouts or Tiny Chats or anything like that anymore.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
feeling
been
some resentment.
really busy.
Yeah.
I'm resenting
but-
so much.
But he's right. It's been a while since I last got to do that kind of stuff because, like, uni's been keeping me super, super crazy busy. I barely had vacations the last time I was supposed to have. So, yeah, it's been a crazy few months.
I know the feeling.
But hey, December, January, I'll be freer.
But between school and Destiny, I have no free time.
Well, Destiny, you're saving the galaxy, right?
So Destiny is
Not
not
really.
your free time?
Yeah, I was just about to say, is Destiny now a career?
I mean, I think I should get paid for it.
Imagine how many people would have to get paid.
So nobody else here has played Destiny?
I played through the beta and I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I'm planning to buy it when I have money that doesn't. I actually have enough money to buy it and also still have food.
Yeah.
Nah, you don't need food.
I actually have made that choice and picked games over food. Can't remember what it for though, but yeah.
But yeah, if any of you guys did play Destiny, and once you get to level 20, you're pretty much on what they call the end game content, and it is one big, huge grind. Like you're just farming enemies and doing missions and stuff to try and get a better item, get a better item, get a better item. And it's fun, don't get me wrong. The best part about Destiny is the gameplay, but it gets a little frustrating when you find your 4th or 5th legendary engram and the Cryptarch decides that he's just going to fuck with you and give you another uncommon pair of boots.
I hear that's gonna change.
In a week from now.
Yeah, Bungie is really good about listening. Well, they're usually pretty good about listening to the community, and they're always funny about how they announce they're going to make changes. For instance, in their weekly update on their website, they said that they pulled the Cryptarch aside and showed him a pillow full of doorknobs. I assume that meant that they were going to beat the crap out of him if he didn't stop. If he didn't stop being a shitty asshole.
Because
That's
of
a way
like
of putting it.
This
Wait.
is not going to make any sense to people that haven't played Destiny.
I mean, if you've
But
heard about many things surrounding Destiny, I think you'll understand.
Like I've been playing almost nonstop except for school since it came out 3 weeks ago. And I've been pretty much racing Spencer, Darkside 89X, to level 28, and we've been neck and neck the entire time. So he knows my pain, and I know his pain.
Oh, that's
Destiny
why.
sounds a lot like pain, pain, and pain.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crying. Manly crying.
Man tears.
So, what's new with you guys?
Well, one thing that's just started happening, this is going to sound random. My nose is bleeding, I'll be right back.
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Tyler,
Nose was
stop
bleeding?
snorting coke. God damn it.
Okay,
Oh, that
wait,
was
one sec.
quickly.
No,
Hey,
I'm
Tyler,
back.
was-
Yeah.
Did you say
Put
your
There's
nose?
pressure
again
on-
on the podcast.
Whoa. Everyone
Guys.
said stuff at the same time.
Guys, this is an intervention. Tyler, stop doing coke.
No.
Did you say your nose was bleeding?
Yeah, like, it just...
What,
Okay,
what
this
did
is
you do?
weird.
Did you
It-
just instinctively punch yourself in the face?
No, it's weird, okay? Like, it's not like a nerdy nosebleed or anything like that. When I was shaving
Right.
earlier
Did you
today...
see a hot girl?
No. When I was shaving earlier today, I
Americans.
caught, like, a bit of skin that was just underneath my nose. So
Oh,
it's,
okay.
it's not my nose, but it's just started bleeding again.
You shouldn't pick your nose.
It's not my actual... It's not coming from my nostril, okay?
So your upper lip.
Yeah, but it's like really close to my nose. It fucking hurts. Shit,
You know
that
what
came
they
out of
say?
nowhere.
Information on how to deal with nosebleeds. God, I was putting former listeners.
Just stick a tampon in your nose.
Well, that wouldn't stop it. It would still be bleeding.
Just
I
do
know, but it would look
anyway.
funny.
Yeah, and where am I supposed to get a tampon from?
From your mom?
even if I wanted to, which I'm not, she's like 50 miles away from me at the moment, so it would be difficult.
Call her and be like, Mom, I need you to send me a tampon via the mail.
Oh
It's,
yeah,
for reasons.
that's a surefire way to concern everyone
be
in
a
my
long-
family.
That would be a long nosebleed. Like
Yeah,
5-day mail shipping.
Christ.
Jeez.
How long does it take mail to get around in your country?
Not too long.
No, if it's between the UK and Ireland, it's only like what 2-3 days, depending which
Yeah,
shipping you send it over. And
Wow.
inside the country, it's like a day.
we're a small place.
If you guys listen to any of our older podcasts, at some point I might have mentioned that I was waiting for a letter from an English proficiency test I took, and that the letter had not arrived since that particular podcast got recorded. Turns out that I did receive the letter like a month ago, when I was supposed to have received it several months ago, and it was supposed to come from the USA. So I don't know if that's normal, because the first time I did that test, it didn't take that long. It took me like 3 weeks or so. No,
To take a
4
test?
weeks. I don't know. No, to receive the results, the paper scores. But I don't know what the hell happened this time.
So are you proficient in English?
And I actually got a really good result. So...
Yeah. Well, let's think about this, Lewis. You host a fucking podcast in English, so you better be experienced in it enough to get good results.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I don't like to brag, but I was really happy with my results.
Yeah, you should be, man. That's awesome. Good job.
Thank you.
Well, if anybody
You-
ever asks you to take an English proficiency test, you should just send them a link to the podcast.
Yeah.
And they'll never be allowed into the country again.
Dude, if I ever have to take like a job interview and they ask me, like, if I put the podcast on a resume, which I might do, I don't care.
You
I'll
have to
do
be
it.
careful about who you do that to
Yeah.
and what job you're doing it for.
Oh, yeah.
I would
I
recommend... Oh, sorry, TJ, you go first.
I was just gonna say, if I imagine if you were trying to, let's say you would use a podcast for a job in a radio studio or something like that, right? I would imagine if you tried to do it at a more conservative radio station, especially after hearing Spencer's Spencer and Quirky's episode. Might not be the best addition for your resume.
We need to record like a proper posh sounding podcast that's really professional, no swear words, a jazz piano in the background, and just be like, this is what Luís hosts, just link them to that one episode, and that's it.
Yeah, like sample episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
Luís, your points on astronomical phenomena were exquisite, and
Yes,
I see
quite.
the fallacies that were in my previous argument. I concede to your greater intellect.
You just read directly out of a dictionary.
That would be bad.
Da 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 da.
Questions.
Yeah, like the questions thing would be like a jazz solo.
Piano, and then question time.
You can hear the paper stacking in the background.
And like the fire crackling in the background as Luís is chomping on like his pipe.
And nobody could yell. We would all have to talk softly into the mic in a very deep, low voice.
You would hear this. And now, time for questions.
This one was sent by our faithful listener.
Yeah, but the questions stay exactly the same, so they're like
It's like-
really,
yeah.
really bad.
Like, yo,
Well,
how
not
much do you
bad,
shit
but
in a day.
yeah, not bad.
Listener number 1 asked us, how many times do we shit in a day? Let's ask the crew.
Well, it depends on what I've eaten the previous day, as my bowels are not always don't do so well with certain types of meat. It's a very bad condition.
I often have that happen to me too. Sometimes it takes me a couple days just to get one deuce out.
I've had severe diarrhea all day. This is the only time I've got off the bog. Christ, that would be bad.
I actually have an experience to share with you guys. As of right now, I am pooping. So I'll let you know afterwards.
You're
Are
a
you
splash.
anally retentive or anally expressive?
Shut up, Blaine.
Oh god. Talking about questions though, I got something to bring up. And the person that's actually in this room, god damn it, Sonny, what was up with your answer last week that was like half the page long? I had to read that. The podcast isn't out yet, the 33rd podcast, but holy crap.
It will be by the time you listen to this audio.
Yeah, it will. But after like 2.5 minutes of reading out your thing, I wanted to punch the monitor. It was crazy. It really showed how poor I was at reading it.
But it was a good answer.
Yeah, it was a good answer, but I was just so frustrated that I kept on messing up my sentences.
Makes it worse as it's your first language as well.
Well, that's the thing. I can read. Of course I can read. It's just reading out loud is super
I can
awkward.
read you now.
I is good at reading.
Like, if I was to read everything that was going on in, like, the text chat and that, I would read it out super awkwardly. But in my head, I would read it fluently. It's just bullshit.
So you never like the person that would do good in school, do well. Apparently, I'm terrible at English too.
I did well in school.
No, that would do well in school when a teacher called you to read on something.
Oh yeah, I used to crack under pressure. I would just forget the language. I was just like, once upon a Tim? I would just be terrible.
I would always get so mad at those people who seemed like they didn't know how to read. They would have such a hard time pronouncing stuff. And even in high school, people still don't know how to read out loud.
That's the thing, I'm so used to reading in my head that I don't use my mouth, so it's really, really fucking awkward. And god damn it, Luís is typing out the lyrics to Get Low in the fucking text, waiting for me to read it.
Read it, Tyler.
Well, because I know how the song goes, so that won't be the same.
Yeah.
Get low, get low, get low, get low, get
To the window.
369.
Damn,
Damn,
she fine.
she fine. Let me watch you sock it to me one more time.
One
low.
more time.
God,
I think I fucked up the lyrics, actually, so...
now I'm
fine.
imagining the posh podcast doing it, to the window, to the wall. No, one sec, it would be like...
Okay, read that, Tyler.
to
Oh, wow!
to the wall.
What is that?
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Okay, so for some reason TJ wants me to read this out. A beef twist over antisocial lad. Okay, this is fucked up. I already messed up the first line. The annoyance flips a carrier. What the fuck? That didn't even make any sense.
Keep going.
The crunch dumps the concern. A relief leans. A conference supervises the maid affair. That just makes me sick. None of that made sense. What was that?
I feel like I should reevaluate my life. It feels so meta.
That was random paragraph generator.
What? Oh, you wanted me to just read it out to make it sound like I was fucking up.
But to be honest,
Clever.
the first one is like fantastic. It's a really deep one. It's a beef twist over our antisocial lad. That's like a life lesson.
How?
Don't twist a beef on our antisocial lad.
Are we all just pieces of meat when it comes to those who are antisocial?
Oh,
Does our
God.
annoyance cause us to shoot the messenger in a way because they are a carrier of the news?
Only
The
if it's
crunch
Sparta.
dumps the concern, the crunch of the movement of time.
And the
And
dumps
relief
that
leans
comes out of our asses.
is waver, a conference supervised, the maid affair. These are beautiful words that are spoken here, guys.
That's
don't
one
make
of our
any
most
sense.
philosophical podcasts ever.
Yeah, we went from talking about just nosebleeds to this.
Yes. Thank you for joining me this week, children. More from
Oh, God.
Druid next
so
week.
only children listen to this?
Hold on, Tyler, read that last one.
Yeah, my name. Okay, TJ's been doing this random generator thing, and somehow Tyler ended up in the last one. Tyler, Tyler catalogs every rhythm next to its spectacular pan. Why, thank you. That's a good one.
George, read the George one.
No,
George.
I meant read the whole thing.
Why? Why the whole thing? I don't
Because
want
I
it.
wanna hear you
peer
read.
pressure, peer
This
pressure.
is this is practice, Tyler. This is practice for our
Yeah, but-
future.
Don't screw up,
Okay,
don't
then.
screw up.
Any resource sticks the ink underneath his unread nut. That's actually the line, ladies and gentlemen. Any ownership bends the hunted flag. Oh, that one's a good one.
That sounds sexual.
Yeah, in a way, but it also sounds cool. Will a rural musical sneak without the tour? What the fuck is that line? George flushes the approach. You're clarifying officer straight. Wait, no! Shit, I fucked up the line. You're clarifying officer straight. Staggers! What the fuck? I keep
You
on wanting to say stragglers. I don't know why. You're clarifying office staggers. There you go. And then Tyler catalogs every rhythm next to its spectacular pan. I feel like I'm in a fucking English class again, and I hate it.
Hey, Tyler. What's the answer to question 2?
Oh, God.
It's the
Tyler-
rhythm next to its frying pan.
Oh, thanks, Barton.
Please spell out dickweed.
Dickweed.
Did you let people cheat off you? Or did you cheat off of them?
I let people cheat off of me.
I did both.
I
And did
hate
they
it.
get good scores after that? Or
Yeah.
I hate like cheating on tests. It's fucking annoying.
Oh, I've never tried to cheat on a test, but I've had people try to cheat off me, and they're the kind of people that would make you feel like an asshole when you're like, no, don't cheat off me. It's like, I just hate those kind of people.
Yeah.
What I hate are people who like, and that happened with my class. Like there were these 3 chicks that there was once during one of the semesters they cheated on every single test we had.
they cheated?
And like they, did I fuck up the verb?
It sounded like shitted, so
Oh, that too. Like they were shitting on everyone else, and they would end up with good grades, whereas like they got like 9s and 10s. People would get like 7 or 8 and stuff. You know, most people.
out of 20.
And sorry,
Out of 20?
no, out of 10.
So they would cheat and do better.
Yeah, like that's kind of the purpose when people cheat.
Yeah, but-
And then they would play along like as if they did super well, and then the professors would be like, "Oh, I'm going to use their test as a like an example of a good answer for this question. Like, fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Don't fucking do this.
Do you get mad? Like, maybe this is more prevalent in middle school and high school when, let's say you had a study guide or something that was homework and you copied other people because you were too lazy to do the work. Would you ever get mad at that?
I don't think I've ever done that, but...
Because I did that.
I've seen that happen. I might have probably allowed, like, one of my friends do this once or twice. Then I told him to, like, okay, enough.
Well,
jerk.
I guess I could do a little story. Back in middle school in my physical science class, me and two other people, we were, we were just three people that always, hung out in class. And this was more of a casual class. We did do work and we did have lessons and stuff, but most of it was just the teacher would give us study guides and we would, fill them out and then we'd discuss them later. But we were lazy, so what often happened was we would sit in the back of the room talking for about 30 minutes of the 60-minute class, and then there were these two girls next to us who did do it, and in the last 10 minutes we would copy off them. And then... come test time, after us not doing any of the study guides, we wouldn't cheat on the tests, but we'd still get better grades on the tests than either of those two girls.
Oh man! Just to clarify something. That doesn't make you an asshole.
There are other things to make you an asshole.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's lucky.
Yourself on the podcast.
So there are other things about me that make me an asshole. Thanks for the clarification.
Like your character and your value as a human being.
Did you ever date one of those girls and then cheat on them on tests?
No.
Because that would have made you an asshole.
Yeah, that would have.
I've never cheated on a test.
Yeah, just to quickly clarify something as well. When Sonny asked me, did I cheat off of other people? Or did people look at my test to cheat? I said that other people cheated off of my stuff. They really didn't. I only said that just out of spite, but there's no way anyone could cheat in our tests. We were so far away.
Who were you spiting with that answer?
I thought you were calling me stupid. You were like, did people copy off of you, or did you copy off of other people? I was like, no.
Don't worry, Tyler. If we wanted to call you stupid, we'd just call you stupid.
Yeah, to be honest, I am fairly stupid.
Tyler, do you consider yourself stupid?
Yeah, I just get really obsessive about stuff. So I look smart because I know all about certain topics. But then someone could ask me about reading out loud and then I'm fucked.
Ask you about reading out loud? So describing
they tell me to.
How does one read aloud?
This is really ironic as well. Because I've been doing loads of voice acting and shit and preparing for that. But when you're reading off a script, you know what you're doing.
You say that now.
Yeah, but
wait, so you're saying you don't know what you didn't know what you were doing when you read the things TJ wrote?
Yeah, because that's the first time I read them.
So you can't read new stuff out loud. You can read stuff they've already read.
Yeah,
that sounds so weird.
I know.
It's more sort of like a higher chance of failure first time reading it.
Yeah.
Hey Tyler, can you read sheet music?
I'm not very good at it, but I'm getting a lot better.
He does know the lyrics to Assim Você Me Mata, so yeah, he can read shit music.
Sheet music, not shit music.
I know. Let me make my pun, man.
Nah, no pun for you.
That is not allowed when talking about Micatello. You can't turn that joke around on you, or on us. It's all on you.
You're the ones corrupted to the core.
No se me mata.
I took the higher ground that time. I was not gonna sing it. And then DJ started.
I did.
No sé. No sé. Tapudra en mi madra.
Close enough.
Yeah, but translate it. What does it say?
In English?
Yeah, what did I say?
I think I got an idea.
Dude, to be honest, I didn't quite understand.
It's you said something about our mothers.
Yeah.
Pudra de madra or something.
I'm not sure this is either English or Portuguese.
Well, Puta is a slut.
Oh yeah,
I think?
it's bitch or whore. Depends on the
Yeah.
context.
Tut tut tut.
Oh, wow.
I love how it just sort of sinks in.
Yeah.
Are we doing Yo Mama contest now?
Oh no, you didn't.
There was one I saw that was really good. Where was that? I think it was 9gag or something. And it was Yo Mama is so fat that I tried printing a picture of her and it's still printing.
Oh my god. We went straight
Have you
into
guys-
that.
Have you guys ever engaged in a Yo Mama fight?
Yeah, once, ages ago in like school.
Do you mean seriously or just like screwing around with friends?
No, seriously.
Screwing around.
Yeah, seriously. Like screwing around, we could do that right now, but
Do you screw around a lot?
Would a Supreme
I see what you did there.
be like in Congress between senators and stuff?
Shouldn't screw around with mothers.
Shouldn't. It's bad for your health.
Would an orphan automatically win a Yo Mama debate?
no. He'll probably
No.
lose.
I think they've already lost by the lack of one.
Yeah, but you can't
Batman
insult
always
him.
wins.
You can still insult her.
True.
You could. You would have to be really mean to, though. My god.
Speaking
Hey,
of,
bats.
Your mom was very quiet when we had sex last night. Incorrect.
Ayo!
Makes
And
you a
then Batman
necrophilia.
just punches her
Necrophiliac.
teeth in.
have you guys seen the new Gotham TV series? Like the first episode of it?
No, but I
Sadly,
really
no.
want to.
Yeah, but wasn't that great.
It depends on what you're expecting to get out of it.
Sex.
Then you
Money.
failed.
Yeah, but
Shit.
Catwoman is a little young in that show, so
Is that Catwoman?
Oh, no, I don't mean like on the series. I mean like, you turn the TV on, then somehow you ended up having sex.
Well, there's like a
Magic.
Catwoman person in the show, but she's
There's Selena Kyle, isn't there?
who?
Selena
Catwoman.
Kyle.
That's Catwoman.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a girl who in the show who was fond
yeah,
of cats.
she's a little
but
young.
She seemed kind of older actually. She didn't seem like I thought she and Batman were around the same age.
Yeah.
The woman in the show, she seems more around, adult age than.
No.
Nah.
Okay.
Saw the poster and she didn't look old. She looked like
I'm not
what?
saying she looked like she was, grandma, but she looked like an
Were you
adult.
attracted to that young girl?
No.
TJ, you
No.
Lolita loving son of a bitch, you. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, this is taking a dark
That
turn.
escalated quickly. I never
Sorry.
said anything like that.
So let's talk about
sorry.
adult Catwoman. Wink.
Which
Anne
one?
Hathaway,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Patrick Bump Bump.
Hey,
All the
Annie,
women listening to this
call me.
podcast, just turn it off, by the way.
I just want to say that I am not a pedophile.
Yet.
That's
Yeah.
good to know.
Just
I
thought
just
I'd
want to say I'm eating an ice cream at the moment, so.
That's always
Which kind? Are you sucking a popsicle or licking a ball or what?
I said eating.
Oh man. So you're into the more aggressive stuff.
I'm a cannibal. That's about it.
Wait, are you made of ice cream?
No, I just ate your mama.
Oh, shit. Fucking
You just got face.
me. Damn. Wow. Okay, let's wrap it up.
You should probably apply some ice cream to that burn. Anyway. Yes.
Yes,
I'm
what?
sorry.
Oh, okay.
You answered the question no one asked.
But everyone
Answer.
wanted.
Oh.
So now we know yes is the answer, but what's the question?
Do you have AIDS?
Have you ever
Wow.
licked
I'm sorry. That's the first thing that popped into my head.
have you ever licked Quicksilver?
No.
No.
That's poisonous, so no.
Yeah, Lewis, you fail.
So yes.
Yeah, the answer's no or just
Quicksilver,
complete
the
silence.
person or
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there is a comic person. If you have licked him, that would count, I guess.
That'd be weird.
He just probably, if the yes would be like, ooh, I'm a ghost saying yes because I died. This is from the afterlife.
Okay.
Ectoplasm everywhere.
Hey, was it a couple podcasts ago that I told you guys that I saw Joel Heyman on an episode of a TV show I was watching?
Yep, 2 or 3 of them ago.
I saw him again.
Criminal Minds?
Yep, Criminal Minds.
Yeah, different episodes.
He went from being a like an interviewee on the street to a detective in a police agency.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think his line was something like, "This guy's just a regular scumbag, isn't he?"
Yeah, something about like a grade A douchebag or something.
Yeah. And it was Joel, and I swear to God, he was smiling while he was saying it.
Yeah.
In context, if a detective was just calling somebody a scumbag when talking about a serial killer, it seems really weird. It's Joel, so it's okay.
If you had just the clip of Joel Heyman alone where he says that line and the person responds to it, it just looks like it's an arty short, just with different people in the room. All seriousness goes away at that moment when he opens his mouth.
There's actually a YouTube clip of everything Joel was in on TV. So, link shooter.
Yeah, link shit.
I would be interested to see that.
He's in the background in Friends as well.
Yeah. But she was sitting behind someone, I think Jennifer Aniston, and then they had to move him because of that, because he was in the casino again.
Yeah, supposedly Joel was supposed to have a bigger role in the show, or that episode at least. But I guess some guy showed up and was like, "I'm doing that part," and just kicked Joel out of the way.
The life of being an extra. You're easily replaceable, unfortunately. Which sucks.
Captain Caboose.
I hope they never replace Caboose.
Hope Caboose never dies. Oh yeah, so did you guys see the newest episode of Red vs. Blue? If those who are watching it.
Yeah.
Can't wait for Monday. Oh my god, I can't wait for Monday.
That's going to be a good finale.
It's already the season finale. I can't believe it.
Neither can I. I kind of missed a couple weeks, like because of school and Destiny. I got lost, and I'm way behind on podcasts and stuff. But
because of the so very important Destiny.
Yes, because of Destiny, the game that I hate but I love at the same time.
An abusive relationship then.
It is an abusive relationship. Anyway, I saw the episode. Do you guys want to talk about it or spoilers or anything?
Is everyone up to date on it then?
I'm just gonna put it out there. Funny story. I don't watch RVB, but for this week. Okay, I've watched like the first couple of seasons. I haven't got round to the rest yet because I have so much to do in the week, so that I have other stuff that I watch. So I went to watch it at the same time. This week's episode, at the same time as TDB Tom, because he said it's going to be a good one, and he loves RVB. And I'm like, okay, then I'll watch it with you. I'm not going to understand half the references, but sure, I'll watch it with you. Get 7 minutes through it, and my computer overheats. So I half watched it. You guys can talk about it if you want. I'm not going to be spoiled on anything too important because I don't know what the fuck's going on at the moment. So to anyone that hasn't watched it yet, spoiler alert, they're going to talk about RVB.
These last 2 seasons have been absolutely amazing. Like specifically this one as well. It's been so, like with the turns and the characters and everything. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, this season is probably one of the best ones. I liked how they went back to the roots with some of the comedy in the last season, but I really liked what they did with the story in this season, especially with, I guess if we're doing spoilers, Felix's turn.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
He was...
Yeah.
I think...
Really?
You
weren't expecting that?
Yeah, pretty much.
I wasn't
expecting
Not really.
I mean, it was obvious.
Nope. Wasn't obvious for me.
I didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
How did you see it
I was
coming?
like, I had my mouth open all the time, like when he revealed his plans. I was like, holy shit.
When they introduced Felix, it had one of my favorite scenes ever, and it just, I don't know why, it just made me burst out laughing. I think it was one of the last episodes in the last season. Felix showed up and he said that he was a freelancer, and everybody immediately raises their gun and points at him.
Yeah.
And he freaks out because he's like, I'm not one of those freelancers. And that scene with Felix just made me laugh. And Felix in general, he's like Miles and all those mannerisms.
Except
he
not
likes
evil.
to kill people and stuff. So really like
until
Miles.
now he's not like Miles. He's like Felix. He's an asshole.
Like a douchebag.
Yeah.
And speaking of RVB, what do you guys think of the lack of tax in the last 2 seasons?
I don't mind because it was such a major theme in the previous seasons that I'm sort of glad that they moved on to something else.
Yeah, they kind of overflowed Tex. Not overflowed, but they made her a central plot point of the last, 7-something seasons. Even though she wasn't even there a lot of the time. And,
I wouldn't mind. Go on.
I was just gonna say, plus they have Carolina, and Carolina reminds me a lot of Tex. Which I think is the point.
The added bonus of the father-daughter relationship that gets really weird sometimes.
Yeah. Kind of weird how they mentioned, that, Church is technically her father, and Tex is her mother, but then they're not, and it's weird. But I'm glad Church is back.
Oh yeah. I miss him. I realized that when Church came back, it was like, well, now it feels like complete,
Yeah, but I feel like Church has changed this last season compared to the first couple seasons.
Yeah, I feel like he's a bit more serious now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of miss, asshole Church calling everybody shitbirds.
But didn't he do that for quite a long period of time in this season? He didn't even apologize for leaving everybody.
Well, yeah, he was still an asshole, but I mean, his personality where he would literally just be an asshole 100% of the time. Intentionally.
Yeah, the funny kind of asshole,
Yeah.
First he was an asshole, now he's an asshole with a stick up his butt.
Yep. Get it, shitbird. You shot Church, you team-killing fucktard.
Oh, that's such a good thing.
Oh, and there's the last line, one of the alternate endings in the Blood Gulch Chronicles ending. Alright, Caboose, go get in the tank, and this time don't shoot me. Okay. Immediately shoots him. Alright, good conversation. Lots of awkward silences. Great.
I had to clear my throat. I was about to say, to be honest, I don't know if I missed tax on the last 2 seasons. Yeah. Because I really like her character, don't get me wrong, but as you guys said, she was a major plot point in the past seasons, and after they were done with her, it will have to be a really, really well written way to bring her back, If they ever bring her back, which I wouldn't mind too, it will have to be really, really well done. Or other than just oh yeah, so there's this copy of
Tex is back.
Yeah, they found a flash drive with her entire personality on it, and now she's back in the robot form.
Yeah, she and Church are just both hanging out in Caroline's head, bitching at each other.
Doing dirty stuff. Man,
Yeah.
Caroline's gonna go crazy.
Church is a gay robot, and Tex is half robot, half shark.
That
just doing their
must
thing.
Be something to behold. Would you guys ever consider getting an AI for yourselves?
No.
Well, I mean, is it you need the implantation stuff, or is it just an AI that lives on your computer?
No, let's say an AI Halo style, something that, but then again, it will be an AI implanted onto your brain, but it will behave like Church and Cortana.
The problem there is that all the Halo style AI, they're not implanted on the brain.
Yeah,
they have their own computer matrices that they're plugged in through external means that can be removed whenever necessary.
Oh yeah, I know, but what I'm proposing here is AIs implanted onto your brain, but they work like their ways, their, let's say, personality, the way they work. It will be kind of like in Halo, except you can't remove them as easily.
So basically, somebody's in your head, you can't do anything about it.
Not someone, an AI, like something with a specific
so
purpose.
That artificial intelligence wouldn't be a person?
Yeah. Well, that sounds racist, right?
Well,
so,
wouldn't you consider something that has its own personality and quirks and things like that a person? Like Cortana or Church?
Oh God, you know what I meant,
that's
right?
Cyber racism.
I mean, what would I be doing though? Like, would I be just like daily life or?
Help me in this Halo match.
Yeah, something like that. Like, oh, I don't want to do this this maths exercise, so do it for me. And there you go.
Basically, it's Google in your brain.
Yeah, if you guys want to consider
No, it's like
that.
Siri in your brain.
No,
Siri, nah.
It's literally just having like your own personal assistant.
Yeah, yes.
That seems like an extreme waste, considering all the AIs in Halo they have the ability to do combat and things like that.
Yeah.
Like target the trajectory of a mass accelerator cannon, and then they're just in your head telling you 6 + 5 is 11.
I mean, but it's literally if you had like someone gave me an AI, I'd be like, yeah, sure, I'll use it.
What I want to make clear here is that TJ, I think you insinuated that, but it's like having this AI would not be the same thing as having schizophrenia. Let's just make that clear,
What if the AI is based on your own personality?
Yeah.
Then it would get confusing.
It would annoy me straight away.
I would annoy myself.
I would as well.
Actually, the AI version of me would probably never talk to me.
The AI version
just
of
awkwardly in the corner of your brain, like, sup.
Yeah, it'd just observe everything I'm doing and make stupid, dumb comments on the stuff I'm doing.
Yeah.
I think we'd just I'd find each other really hilarious. We'd be laughing at really stupid things.
Mine would probably get sick and tired of me pretty damn quickly.
Mine would probably crack jokes, and then we would both laugh. Yeah. That'd be funny.
And then have sex with goats.
Yeah, no, wait.
Inside your head.
What? Oh, okay. No. Okay, so kind of like the same question, but would you like to have an AI on anything you could wear or use, like a cell phone or sunglasses or your watch, and that you could activate and deactivate whenever you want? It's just like the Halo ones, but not necessarily on a helmet.
Yes,
I would like an AI on I would assume that with today's technology, you could just have the program and it could just go between all your devices. Just follows you everywhere. I think that'd be
just
pretty cool.
It on a main server that connects to your multiple different devices.
Yeah.
I would want an AI for my guitar, and that would be it.
What would
literally just saying you suck. Write better music.
What would be the best thing about having the AI? It would be like Siri, except it would actually work.
Oh, shout out Siri.
What if it didn't
I'm
work?
sorry. Oh, it has its own personality, only it just doesn't understand you sometimes. I'm sorry, did you say poop my pants? I thought you meant... Or I don't even know what the context is there.
Or it understands you, but it just can't be bothered. It's just like, oh, you want me to do that? Fuck off, man. You can do that too.
As far as I remember, you have arms. I'm just an AI.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
what if
AI,
the AI
what's 6 × 6? Go check it yourself. You have a calculator.
Yeah.
What if the AI
Also, I'm watching Netflix. Don't bother me. I'm sorry, Sonny. I cut you off.
Yeah. What if the AI could move your body?
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't want it.
No. Yeah, no, that would be bad.
Well, you would have to have a full exoskeleton or something like that. Or they would literally have to be implanted onto your spinal cord.
I mean, not only that, the fact is, if you have an AI, that must mean there's a world where other AIs exist. And the fact is, if you have two AIs hacking each other, I'm sure there's somebody out there who can upgrade it to the fact that it can overpower your one, and then you can lose control of your body to the internet. Yeah, I just don't want that power given to the internet.
Oh God!
Twitch plays person.
Oh God. That would be like those comics and fan fiction written about the guy was it the trainer just being like, what is all these voices? Why must I praise the helix?
Yeah.
Walk forward. Just keep bumping into walls while you get 100 things telling you where to go. Drink soda. He's just smashing a soda can against his head while he's trying to walk forward and like unzip his pants and put on a shirt at the same time.
It'd be like The Sims. Like you want to go to the toilet, but you just can't like make it out of like bed.
Oh God. They could make a reality show out of that.
It's called Strangerhood.
The Sims IRL.
By the way, Microsoft was like intending to launch Cortana for their phones. What weren't they?
Yeah. I think they already did.
Do you guys know if it works?
It's Siri, isn't it?
I don't even have Siri.
No, it's Cortana for Microsoft.
For Windows phones.
I made some research on that, and it's not available in Brazil yet. Well, fucking surprise.
Yeah.
But it's available in the UK, USA, and a few other places.
Don't worry, it'll be available in Brazil soon, but the tax price of it will be ridiculous.
Oh yeah, it's going to be like fucking hell.
I heard the prices of your PlayStation
when my grandchildren are 100 years old.
Christ. Wasn't the price of a PlayStation over there, the price of a PlayStation 3 over there, thousands of dollars?
No, the PlayStation 4 costs about $2,000 here. But recently, like there have been ways of buying them cheaper. Not illegal ways, like legit ways. So I've heard people mentioning like about $900 and $1,000, which is still not good.
Just don't buy one.
Yeah, that's fuck. I don't know. I really want to get one of the current generation consoles, but I'm going to wait a bit more. You know, because I don't know, man. I'm kind of tired of getting screwed over with new technology. Yeah, then it will be cheaper. Really sick of this getting screwed over all the time because of technology.
Yeah, you don't like being screwed over.
Yeah.
Depends who is screwing you.
Sorry, Tyler, what?
I said depends who is... never mind.
Depends on who's screwing you over.
Yeah.
What I think Tyler was trying to make was an innuendo that was supposed to be like, depends on who are you having intercourse with. And yes, Tyler, that is a good point.
Thank you, sir.
Whoever you have sex with is going to screw you over.
Yeah. So so I was gone for a while because it sounded like someone was being murdered outside my door.
Was it cats?
Huh.
Like people. So it's Dublin on a Saturday night. So
someone got murdered?
Yeah, it sounds like that's happening outside. So
not murdered yet.
You're a material
still
witness.
Happening.
That means you're a witness.
I think the police are showing up. Okay. Basically, I have a rule of thumb here when I'm in Dublin. On a Saturday night, I don't leave after 9. It's just you're asking for trouble because I live right in the city centre, and that's just like you don't.
Yeah.
Unless you're catching the bus, because there's like certain areas where the police they don't patrol, and like if you get caught there, stuff happens.
Wow, so wouldn't you think that it would be a good idea for the police to start patrolling those areas?
The point is they just can't, like, there's a lot of, like, Dublin is a very old city, so it has loads of these random side streets that you just, like, cars can't go down or anything. The point is the police have the Gardaí, the police here, have a lot of problems just on the main streets where incidents happen. Like, I remember I was catching a bus at, like, 3 a.m, and I was just standing there and it's like, oh my God, if something happened to me now, no one would know because there's just nobody in the city, because when it goes after a certain time, all Dublin just goes, like, there's nobody on the streets except for people who are causing trouble or catching a bus to the airport. So you have a patrol car go through the main city centre every once in a while. But there's certain areas where they just, like, a car can't go to. They just don't send people on foot most of the time, like at very late at night.
Easy solution. Give them segways.
Yeah, well, they have
or
segways.
Unicycles. Skateboards. Unicycles, even better. Skateboards.
it was really funny. Like, there's I remember I was with a friend of mine, and we saw them with segways. And I was like, can you imagine? Like, the fact is, the segway can't go up where the curb is,
or
so they have
stairs.
to find a certain spot. So imagine someone just running for it, and like they're just chasing after them in segways. Like, oh, we can't go up the spot, and then like them just taking ages trying to get up this curb.
How heavy do you think a segway is? Couldn't you just get off, pick it up 3 feet, and put it on the curb, and then keep going?
Yeah, you could get off.
Or you could do that, or you could do what I was saying, because the thing is as well that you can't also really leave it behind, because someone would probably nick that, be like, oh, free Segway, doesn't matter, it says Guardy on it or anything like that.
Oh, I know. Make it half Segway, half pogo stick.
Just have it like a sort of 20mm gun just stuck on the top of it. Compensate for the fact you can't chase after people. Aim for kneecaps. It's not lethal, but
I've always wondered about that in any sort of show. I mean, unless somebody literally has a gun to somebody's head, if there's a standoff or somebody's running and people automatically shoot them in the back or something, why don't you try to shoot them in the leg? If you're trying not to kill them, and then you immediately go for a kill shot.
Although you could accidentally hit an artery when you shoot the leg.
And the leg is a constantly moving object at that point with a thinner range.
Puncturing somebody's lung or hitting their spinal cord?
Well, I can see why they would shoot in the back, because it's a static. Say if someone's running full. If someone's running full pout really far away.
In the ass, between the cheeks?
Yeah, if you hit
that must have hurt so bad.
If you hit him in like one of the butt cheeks, it could hit one of the major arteries, because if you slit like near where the groin is, there's actually two of the main arteries go out. And if you slit both of them on both sides of the groin, you bleed out in 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's some scary shit right there.
And that's the moral of the story. Don't shoot people.
So it's like groin area underneath like in the armpits, and then of course I think there's a certain part in the neck.
Jugular.
Yeah, it's the jugular, yeah.
It doesn't seem like you need to be particularly careful when aiming the neck. You just kind of do a slice.
Yeah. It slices, it dices the chicken for rices. That's Deadpool game reference for you people.
It's a William Hung chopper.
Well, speaking of serious stuff that's depressing.
What?
Wow.
That's a segue.
Let's listen to the rest of this podcast. Shall we? Please do.
Wait a minute, where's that piece of paper gone?
What? What do you need paper for?
Just to do the serious topic change. And now on to a new topic.
Well, now nobody's going to be interested in what I have to say, but...
Turn off the podcast, guys. It's all over from here. No, I'm joking.
Questions!
Sorry, my bad.
You don't forget it. Do you guys want any questions?
No, bring it up, man.
Questions. Questions.
No!
Bring it up.
Yeah, bring it
3
up.
against 1.
Bow.
It's not as exciting as it sounds.
They can just
I just
fast forward it, so who cares?
I just have I'm writing a paper on cyberbullying. And I was just wondering what your guys' opinions are. If you have any stories or what you think about certain things.
It's bad. Okay.
Cyberbullying is a very interesting thing because of the fact that you need to have all these accounts that you set up personally. Like a lot of times you have to it's the only time where you can completely remove your existence from an area. While like with but there's really one of those things where if you're being actually bullied in like a workplace or in school, the thing is you have to go to these establishments, and there's nothing you can do about it because there's it's person to person. But with cyberbullying, it's very interesting. Like for example, like on Tumblr, you have cyberbullying is very popular because of the ability to be put on anonymous. And a lot of people who get will just remove the anonymous ability, and then they don't have to deal with the cyberbullying. But a lot of people, they leave it on and they have to deal with this sort of crap. So it's a weird time where a lot of cyberbullying could just be stopped if they just did certain practices, like don't have the ability for someone to message them anonymously, or just even just delete a profile and just move to another one or change your name.
That was actually one of the things that I was going to do in my paper. In my class, they are doing specifically the general topic for the entire class is cyberbullying. And then we're going into, each person goes into specifics, and my paper is going to focus on anonymous cyberbullying, because most people think that when you think cyberbullying, you think somebody from school is, a bully from school is following you home and harassing you on Facebook or Twitter or something like that. But not many people actually think about websites like 4chan, Tumblr, even YouTube comment sections.
Yeah.
But, I mean, just throwing my 2 cents out there, cyberbullying is a really shitty thing, to be honest. Like, any sort of bullying is a shitty thing to do. Bullying in general is really bad, guys. Seriously, if any of you in the audience is doing that, please don't. Please stop. It's the sort of thing that scars the victims, or can scar the victims throughout their lives. It's not good for the aggressor as well. And it just so happens, and this is something I wanted to bring up since you brought the subject up, TJ. There is something that, the kids who don't necessarily get, let's say, beaten up, they are not the victims, but they are not the aggressors either. They pretty much watch what's going on.
Uh-huh.
Well, let's call them watchers, okay? So these kids, they can also suffer with bullying in an indirect way. They can lose faith in what the school can do about the problems, and they can also, fear what that might happen to them and all that. But they have a power of either helping stop the situation or help it evolve into a much worse thing, which is by either providing or not support to the aggressors. And that can be done laughing at the aggressions or saying yeah, hit that fucker or whatever. But one thing that most people don't realize is that there is this passive, how can I say that? Fuck, I forgot the word. Hold on. This passive support, which is provided pretty much by silence. So people see what's going on. They know that the aggressions are going on, but they don't tell anyone. They don't tell a teacher. They don't tell a parent. They just remain in silence, and that can lead to further problems. That won't solve anything. It would be better if kids would step up and get an adult to help out the situation, or try to find a way to have that stop. So people can do things about it. Don't lose faith because bullying's going on for centuries and it's still going on today. There is a way to solve all this, and it's not the sort of thing that lasts forever either.
Yeah.
So, keep it strong, kids. And don't bully each other. Seriously, don't.
The thing is, with this particular topic, it hits really close to home with me because I used to get physically bullied for fucking years in school.
Same.
And it all depends on the context. You said, people watching in silence and that, they can be part of the problem. But then again, I'm not expecting them to jump in and start helping me either, because then that's just going to escalate the bullying onto that person as well, in some cases. As for cyberbullying, the one point that I came up with when TJ brought it up earlier was physical bullying. You have to put up with it, but as Druid said, it happens at the workplace, it happens at schools. It's frustrating. Cyberbullying nowadays, because technology is massive, it can affect you pretty much anywhere at any time. Of course, there are practices to stop it, but you get that initial blow of someone basically taking the piss online, and it can happen on any website, anywhere. And for people that have been cyberbullied and didn't want to use those practices, it can really put them in a bad state of mental security, because you just get anxious of shit. I got a random story about Rooster Teeth where I don't know who did it, and I'm not putting the blame on anyone, but there was a lot of suspicious new users that just kept on adding me and talking to me in this really odd way. And This happened months ago. But in a way, that was kind of like cyberbullying for me, because it was clear that someone was trying to provoke an action from me or do something. Because apparently I wasn't the only one he was affecting, or these group of people, these fake accounts were affecting. And I think they were just trying to cause trouble. But it's annoying when you have to try and block 5 people while trying to guess in your head whether or not one of them is a real account. You don't want to block a newcomer to the site, you know? So it can be a mental strain. That's the worst part about cyberbullying. It's not physical pain, it's just a headache in general.
But, I mean, it's kind of like, I wouldn't hesitate in blocking someone who's like, bullying me online. A lot of sites have features for that, like you can block people and all that. You can contact one of the site authorities. Like that would be easier on Rooster Teeth than Facebook. But you know, still there are ways you can like try to shield yourself from it. So that can help. But it's a really shitty kind of bullying, because it's like the person can create an account, and then if that doesn't work, they can create another fake account.
Exactly.
And like until they eventually give up or something.
Which they did.
Thankfully.
A year or so ago, on Rooster Teeth site, a girl talked to me, said she was being bullied. And then another girl, the one who was doing the bullying, started talking to me and telling me no, she wasn't, and everything just went to shit between those two girls, and one of them got banned, and I don't know what was going on, but it was just shit.
I was actually going to ask if you guys had ever like seen any sort of cyberbullying on RT, but I guess that answers that.
Yeah, it can be a dark place.
I think I've seen already. I'm not sure.
Would you guys think that cyberbullying would be more or less prevalent on sites like Rooster Teeth or sites like Facebook? Facebook being a site where you usually know the people that are on it, as opposed to Rooster Teeth where you usually meet new people who, you know, you don't know personally.
I think with Rooster Teeth, it's a little bit less because of the common interest and the reasons for being there. With Facebook, a lot of times you're bringing in your previous relationships from your real life, and depending on how you do it, a lot of bullying can go through that. I mean, now a lot of people don't do it because it's easier to be tracked down on Facebook or whatnot. But I mean, like sites like Tumblr, like that's still a huge problem with cyberbullying. Like you have times where people who are nearly suicidal and for some reason they have like anon on, or just even just people who are douchebag, they make their own account, a throwaway account, and just tell them to go like sort of kill themselves type of thing. It's one of those things where it's very disturbing, a lot of the mentality people have online because of the anonymity. It just with certain sites like Facebook where a lot of people have their time and a lot of their life invested in it, I think it's a little bit less, there's a lot more risk in doing it that way.
Yeah, I agree with the common interest thing. I think it reduces a lot. Like, the way I see it, if you were to get cyberbullied on RT, it would be like after a while, you know, like because someone thought it would be a good idea to fuck with other people after you were on the site for whatever reason they see fit, which there is no reason to like fuck with people. Don't, you know. Facebook, like, out of the things I've heard, I think Facebook is a more prevalent place for people to cyberbully, especially via inbox and shit.
Yeah.
Or like, and that, oh yes, there is something I can't tell you guys about. So recently, as I may have told you guys or not, my class has a bit of a relationship problem between ourselves, and there's this particular group of people who seem to hate like everything and everyone. They, like, rumor has it, because I haven't seen, you know, it's one of those secret groups on Facebook, but it seems like they made a group for themselves so they could talk shit about people without them knowing it. Now that is not, I'm not sure if well, yes, it kind of qualifies as bullying because, like, if they're spreading rumors and shit about you, and that affects you somehow, that counts as bullying. But it's not direct. Like, they are not saying it to your face, which doesn't make it any lesser of a problem. But yeah, that's the sort of thing that can happen even during college, university or whatever you guys call it, because I get confused by your system. But so yeah, it's a sort of problem that exists like everywhere, but we should try to fight back, somehow. Not necessarily fight back fists and kicks and all that, but smarter and even peaceful ways of fighting back. Shout out to
Fight
Guy.
smart, not hard.
Yeah.
Unless by fight you mean having sex, and by hard you mean like with a boner, then yeah, fight hard.
That's definitely helped TJ out, I gotta admit, right?
Yeah.
I
quote,
don't know.
Quote the sex thing, please.
I don't know if this conversation really helped me out. I just felt like discussing it because I'm terrible at starting essays or papers or anything like that. I just need to. But once I get started, I'm like all set.
I can imagine starting the essays like, due to the prevalence of the internet in our lives and our daily life, and as you swirl like a bit of whiskey sitting beside a fireplace, bullying has joined the virtual realm along with internet cat videos and whatnot.
That's actually pretty good. Or you can just go like, now this is a story all about how my laptop flip turned upside down, or something like that. But really, like, look for that guy I told you if you need any like scientific info on the subject.
Dan Olweus?
Yeah, Dan Olweus, or however his last name is pronounced. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Dan.
Sorry, Dan.
Because he's listening to this.
Yeah, sorry, Dan.
Dan, if you're listening to this, shout out to you, man. Really, your work is really good.
And I'm really confused to why you're listening to this. Doesn't really seem like the Venn diagram of what you do and what this podcast is about. Getting to meet.
How did you get an hour through this video to find this bit specifically about you?
I'm very impressed. Like, probability would state that this wouldn't actually happen.
Well, I mean, if he gets linked in the link shitter.
And again, if someone who's Dan has just literally just joined like the podcast right now, he must think like that we're crazy just talking about him. Like, I like your work, Dan. And you should really get that thing on your back checked.
Sense is tingling. So you guys want to move on to questions?
Sure.
Yeah.
You got any questions, Luís?
Oh yes, I do, my friend. What is this?
Holy shit, man. Is that the question?
Nope. Okay, so questions.
Okay.
Well then,
I'm proud.
Thank you. So I'm gonna break the rule of not asking a question with a guess currently. So whatever. This one was sent by Sonny88P. I wonder who that guy is. And the question is, when was the last time someone hugged you?
Oh my god!
This morning?
Yeah.
I think yesterday night.
Ew.
It might be kind of sad, but I think the last time somebody hugged me was my college graduation or my high school graduation, almost 6 months ago.
Oh,
well,
do you want a hug?
Yes, please.
I'm hugging the screen right now.
I'm basing this on stereotypes, and I don't mean to be an asshole. Just like the things we hear out here, is that people in the USA are not really the hugging type. So
it depends on the people.
Yeah.
It's not really the entire country doesn't like to hug. It's just it's more situational than just, hey, how you doing? Have a hug.
Yeah. For me, it was 13 days ago exactly.
Is that when you left?
Yeah, that's when I left Reading to move to Bristol.
But I mean, it's not like anyone's counting, right?
No, I just keep track of who hugs me. It's not a rare thing, but I like hugs.
I like big hugs and I cannot lie.
Exactly.
Other bros can do that.
I actually don't remember the last time I got a hug.
Oh, no. Sorry, I send you a hug.
It's just that Sonny has a really bad
virtual hugs
memory.
I get a lot, but real hugs?
Everybody sends Sonny a hug.
Yeah, if you live next to Sonny, hug him. Don't give him any explanation. Just go find him and hug him.
Oh, hey,
That would be really weird. If people
Yeah, I know.
just start hugging out of nowhere. So
Remember, no lower back.
don't
What's
grab
okay?
my ass.
Don't try to take advantage.
ultra
of the
friendly
situation.
hug.
Also,
Yeah.
don't grab my dick.
Yeah, cover
not a
all
hug,
bases.
it's
Wow,
Point.
that's kind of
That's sexual harassment.
yeah.
That's a reach
We need
around.
to talk about how you hug people, Sonny.
Yeah, if they're hugging from behind.
You hug
right.
them from behind, and you grope every single thing you can reach.
They've told you to put your hands against the wall. I mean, next question.
Yeah, this one was
Hey,
was sent by yes.
Sonny, just real quick note. You're an Internet Box fan too, as well, right?
Fan. Yeah. Sure. Okay.
Well, what do you think of the new 3 podcast releases they've done?
I haven't heard XX yet, but I have heard X, and so far it's just a regular podcast, so I'm okay with it.
You didn't
Like
miss them?
this one?
Yeah, regular Internet Box podcast, so not regular podcast as in normal podcast, but regular Internet Box podcast.
I'm very
Yeah,
confused.
They aren't normal. Just
This is because the concept of normality. Nah, just kidding. Let's ask a question.
anyway, I can't wait for the XXX podcast.
State of the Union. Triple X.
Also
Whoa.
porn. Okay.
All right, so this one was sent by Nick Gons, and he asks, "Have you ever imagined a world with no hypothetical situations?"
Shut up, Nick.
I haven't.
Did I say that correctly? It's hypothetical or hypothetical?
Hypothetical.
He asked that
Okay,
because he's literally
sorry.
posing a hypothetical question.
I cannot understand the question. The parameters are not within reach. Cannot compute. Please rephrase question for understanding.
The thing with Nick's questions, it kind of makes me laugh. But then, for the past couple of podcasts, I've been like straight up directly answering them with a yes or no. I feel mean when I do that.
What a maybe.
Your face is me.
To answer your question,
Oh.
Nick,
Hey.
no.
It's the second time you said that about my face.
I say a lot of things about your face during podcasts. I
What-
don't
what is with
actually
my
mean
face?
them. It's just
And
a
you also
comeback.
say a lot about things about his face, not on the podcast.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's just a comeback. It's nothing personal. Your
I
face is
forgive
nothing
you.
personal. Hey, okay. So, you know what? Since we have a lot of questions from Nick, I think I'm gonna ask one more. Okay?
Okay.
Okay,
Alright.
okay.
So this one was also sent by him, and he asks, "Have you ever seen a toad on a toadstool?"
Yes.
Only
You're not even
fictional
trying,
ones, not
Tyler.
real ones.
When I'm pondering life, maybe that might be the case. But then I wonder,
wait, sorry,
do I
what was the
even
question?
exist? The toad on the toadstool, my friend. Have you seen it?
Yeah, have you seen
ever
a...
seen have you ever seen a toad on a toadstool?
I have in artwork before.
No.
There's a picture out there that was drawn of toads on a toadstool.
Never have I
What? They
ever
drew something
seen a
out of
toad.
toadstools? That's insane.
No,
I
the
have seen a
picture.
frog on a mushroom though.
Close enough.
Yeah, toadstool is a kind of mushroom, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun guy, just like me. Fuck, kill me
Get
for that
out.
pun.
Get out.
Like Ryan's son, the fun guy. Did you see the
Pure
Let's Play? So, yeah.
Gilbert
How did you
Adams?
get to the image?
Yep.
How did you get to the image so fast, Martin?
Google.
So we can all answer yes. We have now seen a toad on
Yes.
a toadstool.
Yes.
Yep.
There's an
You're
image.
Real life.
And if you're watching this, you can check the description and you'll see it as well. Holy shit!
Hold on, saving the link.
Is that a toadstool though? I thought they were red with white spots.
Don't know.
I mean, there were pictures of toadstools red and white. I can get those. So, reminder for future Spartans love. Please get a picture of toadstools with the red and white mushroom things.
As well.
As well. Also, you're a very good person and people say nice things about you. Shout out to you.
Future Tyler really likes past Tyler.
Future Tyler hates past Tyler.
Go on.
I'm sorry. Can we bring attention to this? We tried not to use the text box thing too much while we're doing the podcast, but we just started posting a lot of messages that have got nothing in them. Why did we start doing that?
I don't know. Group phenomenon.
Cyberbullying?
Yeah.
It just got interrupted by TJ posting a paragraph.
Which reads... Go on, Tyler.
What the fuck? Why is it always me? Get Druid to do it.
Okay, Druid.
Okay.
We should all take a turn reading these.
Sure.
Okay, let's go down.
Advise me, cousin, and spring of needed. Tell use paid law every yet new. Meant to learn of vexed, if style allow he there. Tiled man, stand tears, 10 joy, their terms any widen. Procuring continued suspicion, it's 10. Pursuit brother, or had 15 distant has. Early had equal China quiet visit. Appear and manner as no limits either praise in. In written on charm justice is amenable farther besides. Law insensible, Middleton's unsatiable, for apartments boy delightful, unreserved.
Cue.
You made that sound like a poem.
Jazzy piano. It is.
Yes.
Kind of looks like a modernist poem.
Yes.
These last few paragraphs made some sort of sense.
I might be mistaken. I'm sorry if I'm mistaken.
Advice me, cousin, and spring of needed.
Wait, no.
There were a few typos in that, so... Yeah.
Get a new one, TJ. We're taking turns.
I'm just going to put this out there. If someone has skipped through the podcast and they just heard that bit, they're going to be fucking confused.
You've reached the new poetry reading sections.
You shouldn't skip parts of the podcast. You should listen to its entirety to listen to our sexy voices.
Yeah, we don't have sexy voices.
Baby.
Or Druid, sexy poem reading.
Okay, so Sonny, it's your turn. Then me, then TJ. Since Tyler already did it.
Yay. Had repulsive, Dashwood suspicion, sincerity, but advantage now him. Remark easily Garrett nor nay. Civil dose, Mrs. Enjoy Shah Fat Mary. You greatest jointure saw horrible. He private, he on be imagine suppose. Fertile beloved, evident through no service elderly is. Blind there if every no so at. Own neglected, you preferred race, sincerity delivered his attempted. 2 of message, cottage, windows, 2 besides against uncivil.
This is so weird.
It is.
It's weird.
It's just blah 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 blah.
It's words.
Send me the link of the site you're using for that.
So the people listening can try it at home.
Yeah.
We should, at the end of this, without anybody knowing, we should all just post one journal yet. That's a random text generator.
No, I'm not doing that. My journals are already random enough as it is.
Right, provide me one, sir. Oh man,
Portuguese.
We're going for a long time already. Come on, TJ.
Yeah.
I could do one in Portuguese.
Nah, it's okay.
Waiting for a challenge.
Oh, wow, okay. Luís John Paul say mit case do ear we. Fo how way even the say. Extremely nor furniture fat questions now provision incommode preserved. Outside fail fine like now. Discover traveling for insensible partiality, unpleasing impossible she. Setting up my excuse to suffer ladies though or bachelor possible, Marianne directly confined relation as on hay.
Those last 3 sentences actually, they sound like something from Shakespeare.
Yeah.
And you're welcome.
I guess my turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go.
On that note, let's end the podcast.
No,
Yep.
go, TJ.
Let's go to questions. Damn it, we can't even go to questions. We're past that.
Question for the audience?
That's right, we need to do a question for the audience after TJ does his.
Come on,
Okay.
TJ.
Greatly hearted has who believe. Drift allow green sun walls years for blush. Sir Margaret drawings repeated recurred exercise laughing may you bite. Do repeated whatever to welcomed absolutely no. Fat
surprise.
Fat surprise, although outlived and informed, shy dissuade property. Musical by me through drawing savings and. No, we stand avoid decay, heard Mr. Common so wicked appear to sudden worthy on. Shade of offer ye whole stood hopped.
Or hoped.
I got a fat surprise for you guys.
Bow chicka bow. Questions for the audience. So, Druid Sonny, come up with something.
What is your wrestling name?
Your what?
Wrestler name, like The Rock.
Oh,
or...
wasn't that the question for last time?
Was it?
Was it?
No, two episodes ago then. No, it was asked because someone came up with a name. I think it was George.
George. Well, that's Tyler's middle name.
Yeah, George.
Yeah, but it wasn't a wrestling name.
We were just giving him a name.
Porn star name and stuff.
Yeah,
like George Tits McGee.
Oh, yeah, that was
Tyler Tits McGee or something.
Phoenix.
Phoenix Dick Tits McGee.
I'm pretty sure it was the same podcast where we talked about not remembering what we talked about.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
So you guys want to keep it to the wrestling name or?
Yeah, I'm okay
with another one if need be.
Okay.
That one sounds pretty good.
Has anyone ever had a dream about you and told you about it?
Well, I could. Do you guys? That one sounds pretty good.
Yeah. All right. So that's a question.
And I kind of have an answer for that one already. I have had somebody tell me about a dream they had where they specifically mentioned that they didn't have a dream about me.
That's weird.
It was somebody that I sat with at lunch, and we had this group of people that we always sat with, and she specifically mentioned that everybody was there but me.
Oh.
So I felt kind of excluded. Granted, I think in the end everybody killed himself, so I guess it was a good thing I wasn't there. But
it's weird.
So in the dream, do you get blamed for mass murder or something?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it wasn't his dream.
Yeah,
I remember one.
I just remember her telling me that I was the only one not there, which was weird.
Suspicious, TJ. That's what it is. You did it, didn't you?
I took credit for doing it.
So there was this one dream.
I killed them because I wasn't there.
You weren't invited, so you killed them all.
Oh, so that's how you participated on the dream. That makes sense now.
Apparently, I've been in people's dreams from RT, which is weird. It's usually whenever RTX comes around. They're like, oh, you're there. And I'm like...
I don't think I ever told you guys this, but I had a dream with you guys in it.
Yeah,
oh, God.
Me too, but go on.
Oh, sorry, Luís.
Go on.
I wrote a journal about a dream I had a long time, over 2 summers ago, when I first started talking to you guys on RT. And at one point in the dream, we were in the middle of a medieval castle, and my brother was on. It was either TeamSpeak or Uvu, talking to all you. And I was just remember thinking, why the fuck is he talking to them? He doesn't know any of these people. It was weird, but yeah.
So
you've been in a dream of mine, Tyler.
Oh shit! This is creepy now.
The one I had was it was early when I joined the site as well, and I dreamed that myself and a few other people, and Tyler, you were there. I think TJ and Muggsy were there too.
Yeah, I was in somebody's dream. Somebody didn't forget me.
But I can't remember the rest of the people. I am not sure. I think maybe Becca and Gaff were there too, but I might be mistaken. So it was like, here, let me read a part of it.
Did you write it down?
Yeah, I wrote a journal about it.
I love how this was off topic from the original question.
Oh no, we were part of some sort of special police unit, and we had a nifty little headquarters that looked like a mix of Jedi Council with Minority Report and Bioshock, mainly Infinite. We solved crimes and stuff, and it was pretty cool. That being said, perhaps we should consider a career as bounty hunters or private investigators. It might be fun. And then I mentioned one of the dreams I was about. One of the cases solved was the arrest of some sort of puppet.
Huh.
So, watch your back, Pongo.
I've had a weird dream with you guys, actually. And surprisingly, some people that not even from the Shifty Key group was in it. But we had a panel all to ourselves at RTX, which was weird. Like, we were the feature or whatever. That makes it sound egotistical as fuck, but I actually enjoyed that dream. And then I woke up.
So what, was I in any of your guys' dreams? Just querying.
By the time I had that dream, I didn't know you yet, so...
Okay, it's fine. Yeah, it's grand. That's grand.
Druid's in all of my dreams.
The only dream I have of anybody from RT was that one that I mentioned before.
Yeah. No, I'm just screwing around. I know, like, I knew the date. Was it? You said the date anyway when you had it, so it was before I came around. I'm just hurt and offended, though.
Druid, no!
Don't worry, I'll make a point of dreaming about you tonight.
Yeah, man.
I hope to God it's not a wet dream, but anyway.
Okay. So,
alright, so I think we can wrap it up.
No,
sorry.
No. I asked that answer. So, 2 weeks ago, someone on RT told me they had a dream about me. That I crashed an internet box recording session. So.
Oh God.
They told me in the comments. Maybe you can link it. I don't know. But whatever. And a couple of years ago, someone told me they had a sex dream about me.
Whoa!
Wow.
That escalated.
Well, it kind of de-escalated since he started with the one that happened like 2 weeks ago, and then the one that happened years ago.
Yeah. Okay.
I could ask you guys if you ever had like that sort of dream with someone, but we're gonna have to wrap it up here, kids. So,
Luís, I always have those kind of dreams with you.
Maybe we'll talk about that. Maybe not. We will probably not remember, but I don't know. So, everyone, thank you so much for listening. Druid, Sonny, thank you so much for being with us today.
It's grand.
And everyone, don't forget, you guys can leave us questions on our threads. You can leave answers for the questions we ask you, comments, etc. And don't forget, we also have a thread for quotes. The details are there, but basically, if you have a favorite quote from our podcast, this episode, or anything past, you can send us, and we'll use that for a few projects we're working on.
Quote literally what Luís just said now. That would be hilarious. Yeah.
What? Little project?
No, like quote you telling them to quote it.
Oh yes, do that or not. But anyway, thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Laters.
Bye-bye.
This podcast intro and outro music is provided to us by TDBTyler. You can find him on Rooster Teeth by searching for his name, TDBTyler, and looking for his group, O the Commanity, spelled O-H, exclamation point, THECOMMANATEE. You can also find more of his work on YouTube by searching for his channels, The Dropped Banana, all one word, and O the Commanity.
Below the motive shouts the overlap. The foreign bows tits McGee. My adventurous leader respects the longer scrap. The egg wants the console below a found professional. The reluctance runs the independence. Tits McGee sketches the crisis.
So that's named the Phoenix?
No, that's like the short name. It's actually
Phoenix Tits McGee.
Phoenix Dick Tits McGee.
That was it.
Right. So, bye.
Oh shit. Every fucking time
George,
I forget.
Cut the recording, George.
I'm often not here recording it, right? I'm ending it.
Do it live.
We do it live! Here you go.
Do it live.
3, 2, 1.